What's going on, guys? Okay, I've been getting a lot of questions from women in general as to why they need to take in a lot of protein. Why is it so important? Okay, so I'm just gonna lay down the fact. All right, if you understand one simple concept, then you'll understand why you need protein, and I'll explain where supplements fit into that. Okay. But I want you to understand this concept, all right? You have a bunch of amino acids. You start linking them together. You start making protein strands, okay? You wind a bunch of protein strands together. You start making things like your DNA, okay? You bunch a group of DNAs together. You start making things like cells. You group cells together. Then you start making things like your organs, your bones, your blood, your eyes, your skin, your hair. You get it. So essentially, we are nothing more than a bunch of amino acids grouped together in puzzle-like pieces. All right? So going back to that question, why is protein so important? It's because that's exactly what we are. When our body needs to fix something or heal something, or say you got a broken bone, you don't feed it carbs to fix that broken bone. You feed it amino acids, you feed it protein, so that way it's got the blocks to fill in that crack. You see what I'm saying? Now, carbs and fats, they have their place also. We'll get into that in another video, but right now we're talking about protein. Because we've got, a lot of women come by and they say, oh man, I don't want to start taking a bunch of protein. I don't want to get all big and bulky. And, it's not about getting big and bulky, okay? Actually, carbs get you big and bulky, not protein. Carbs get you big and bulky, but once again, that's another video, all right? So understand that one concept. We are nothing but protein. You can't function. Your body can't function. It can't make new blood. It can't help keep your brain operating. Your heart can't keep beating if it doesn't have the structures there to keep it going, to help it fix itself, to keep it from breaking down. A lot of people are walking around, they're so tired all the time. A lot of the reason is because they're not feeding their bodies the correct things. They're probably really low in protein and their body's deciding to eat themselves. If you can understand that, because we're constantly trying to repair our bodies. So, concept number one. Concept number two, all right, when it comes to protein supplements, and you can YouTube it if you want. There's some people out there saying that protein powders are scams or just a waste of money or whatever. I don't believe that, because all it is, let's say you eat breakfast at 8 o'clock, right? And you're supposed to eat again at 10 or 10:30, and you don't have food, but you've got a shake. Take the shake. It's protein. It's got a little bit of carbs in there. It's got a little bit of healthy fat in there, depending on what you get. 2.5 hours later, you're supposed to eat again, right? Well, if you don't have food, take the shake. You see what I'm saying? It's not take a protein shake and all of a sudden you blow up like Arnold. Or it's not take a protein shake and you thin down like the super fitness models. That's not how it is. It's constantly feeding your body the right things at the right times, at the right intervals all day long, in order to change your body the way you need it to change. You see what I'm saying? So it's just easier to drink a liquid meal than to try to eat 6, 7, 8 solid meals a day. It's just easier, if that makes sense. They're not scams, they're just protein. It's just protein powder. You see what I'm saying? Whether it's the big tubs that you see like this, or whether it's protein cookies, or you can do little stuff like the salmon and tuna package, which this is a great snack, by the way. It's got tons of healthy fats in there. Healthy fats help you burn a lot of fat, and it's got the perfect amount of protein. You see, they're all supplements. They're supplements to fill in the gaps of when you can't get to regular chicken and broccoli, or fish and asparagus or something. If you don't have that available, but you have that available, I don't see what the big deal is. I don't see what the difference is. So just a quick explanation of why protein is important and how supplements kind of fit in to that when it comes to protein. Any questions? Hit me up, guys.